Hi, welcome back to Mike's Diabetes World. Well, we made it through another day. Hip hip hooray. But now it's night. And, you know, so much could go on while you sleep. You could go high, you could go low, you could go unconscious. Oh my God. So, how do you make sure that things are going to go berserk? Well, first of all, we have to take a look at your testing. Now, I'm terrible. I tell you right now, I am terrible for waking up because I am usually so exhausted that I just sleep right through any waking up. Alarms, I used to set an alarm, and if I was over 10, I think it was, I would give myself some insulin. And oh my God, the nurses went berserk. But, yeah, it worked for me. Now, at that point, my blood sugars would do what they're doing now. They would do a climb at around 4 in the morning. So, a lot of times, if I have a severe low at night, it's probably around 2, 3, and by the time 4 or 5 come around, my blood sugar starts to go back up. So, while I may need help to get back into bed and maybe have something to eat, I don't need to go to the hospital for that. So, don't worry about if you go low? Is that what I'm trying to say? Hell no. You don't want to go low. You want to have enough sugar in your system to hold you over till the morning. Now, you may want to get up and do a blood sugar. And I'm not a doctor, so talk this over with your doctor. I beg of you. Now, what we're doing for myself is every time I start going up, if I wake up at 4 and notice my blood sugar going up, I will give the correction dose through my pump. I won't give like 10 units like I used to. But, going up, I'd watch it, and in the morning I'd be super high. So we're trying to break this cycle. Now, do I always get up? Do I always do it? No. Unless I'm having times where I'm having severe low blood sugars. Now, with me, it's really weird. I will sometimes sit up, I will flop down, I'll move around on my bed, and a lot of times I'll end up down on the floor. And my leg is not strong enough to get up onto the bed to, go back to bed. I need help to do that. Now, so often, don't get up out of bed when you don't have to. Well, I'm sorry, it's kind of like, I don't know what I do in my sleep. People are said to talk in their sleep and everything. It doesn't always happen to me. Now, if I go really low and then go high, I'll be higher later on. And if I go to the hospital, the minute they're going to say, oh, well, we have to disconnect your pump, and you're not going to go into DKA that quickly. Yeah, right. Because my body, if I've had a low, will respond. And again, it's the fight or flight reflex. And it's where your body is trying to release hormones and sugar to get the energy to do anything. This makes kind of sense, right? Now, if you find you're going high in the morning, I do not suggest under any circumstances that you give yourself large doses of insulin. You're gonna end up running into trouble. And I've said it before, and I stand behind this statement. Just because a little bit of insulin works that much for you doesn't mean that a whole bunch is going to cover you. Because it's really hard, once you inject the insulin, it has to do its job. And insulin is the key to get energy into your cell. And if you don't have the energy, your whole body's just going to go, and you're going to end up into a low blood sugar. So that's why a lot of people, or a lot of diabetics, let's just cut to the chase, we're talking about diabetics here, will wake up in the morning and be really high and don't know why. So they'll take a whole bunch of insulin and then find out, why are you going low? Why am I waking up with people around? And if I am really low, and I'm talking low, that I am so unconscious that I don't know there's people in the apartment or whatever, I'm just kind of... If they start bringing me around by shooting me full of sugar, but giving me dextrose IV, then I will wake up, and a lot of times I'll be, will just give a good swipe to, and I've hit a few nurses or paramedics, that's the word I was looking for. And So, work it out with your doctor. Remember that plan I've talked about a few times? You need to make sure you discuss with your doctor, how do we correct for these changes in my blood sugar? Every day during, let's say, 2 in the afternoon, my blood sugar goes skyrocketing. How do we correct that? Well, maybe at that time you can give a little bit more sugar. Or insulin, sorry, not sugar. But at night, unless you're waking up to do a blood sugar, you don't want to know, or not want to know, you're not going to know how insulin is working for you. So a lot of people don't do it safely. So if you think you're going low at night because you're high in the morning, do a test. Maybe 3, 4 in the morning. Have your glucometer close by. Do a test. See what your blood sugar is at that time. And then see what it is in the morning. So that when you go and speak to your doctor, you will have information that is needed. Pretty simple, huh? Just something to think about. Have a good night, and we'll talk tomorrow. Bye now.
This is